Welcome to Crochet for Kids Lesson 3. In this lesson, you will learn how to make the single crochet. For this lesson, you will need some yarn and a crochet hook. To get started, we're going to grab our yarn and make a slip knot that we learned in Lesson 1. Next, we're going to chain 10 like we learned in Lesson 2. If you need to, you can go back and watch Lesson 1 to review the slip knot or Lesson 2 to review the chain stitch. Now that I have 10 chains, I'm going to add one more because I would like to do a row of 10 single crochets along this foundation chain. And to begin a row of single crochets, you need one extra chain. Remember that loop on the hook does not count as a chain. And this first one is the first chain from my hook. And this one is the second chain from my hook. That is the one we're going to be working into, the second chain from the hook. I'm going to insert my hook into that chain, yarn over, and pull a loop through the chain. So now I have 2 loops on my hook. And I'm going to yarn over again and pull through 2 loops. And that is one single crochet completed. Let's try it in the next chain. So we'll insert our hook into the very next chain. Then we'll yarn over and pull up a loop. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. Now we'll yarn over again and pull through 2 loops. And that is our second single crochet on that foundation chain. Now let's try it again. Insert the hook into the next chain. Yarn over and draw up a loop. Then yarn over once again and draw through 2 loops. And now there are 3 single crochets. So we're going to practice down the whole chain. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2 loops. Insert your hook in the next one, draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through the 2 loops. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2 loops. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. And now we've got 2 more. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. And in that very last chain, insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. And now we have 10 single crochets on our foundation chain. Now to start row 2, we're going to chain 1 and then turn our work. So at the end of every row, to start the next row, you want to chain 1 and turn. And now I like to take a look at my single crochets. Sometimes I count them to make sure that I didn't miss any at the beginning or the end, because the very last one there, it kind of curls over, you can see. So let's count them and make sure we've got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're not going to miss you, 10th single crochet. You can see that the tops of the single crochets form something that almost looks like a braid. It's like two little loops that form a little V. And we're going to be inserting our hook under those two little loops that look like a V. So we're going to insert our hook under that very first single crochet, and we're going to yarn over and draw up a loop, and then we're going to yarn over and draw through two loops. And that completes the first single crochet of row 2. Now let's go into the next one. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through 2, and that is your second single crochet. Very good. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. So we're just going to continue that down this whole row so that we have 10 single crochets on top of the 10 single crochets on the previous row. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. Now we're on the last 2 stitches. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, and last one. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through 2. And that is the last single crochet of this row. Does yours look similar to this? So now to start the next row, we're going to once again chain 1 and turn our work to begin row 3. So once again, we'll be looking for that very first single crochet, the very first little V to put our stitch in. And if you're not 100% sure, you can count them to make sure you have all of your stitches and to make sure that you're in the very first one of the 10. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through 2. And then you'll just continue on down this row just like the previous row. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, and just continue on down, making sure that you're going under the 2 little loops of each single crochet and drawing up a loop and yarning over and drawing through 2. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. And we're on our last couple of single crochets. We've got 3 more. Here's one. And the next one, insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, and make sure you get that very last one. It kind of curls over, but we can see it there. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. And now we are ready for row 4. So chain 1 and turn. And in our very first stitch, insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. In the next one, Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. How are you doing out there? Are you starting to get the hang of it? Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. Great job. Insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. The single crochet is a really nice basic stitch that you can use to make so many things. For example, with this little project, it is 10 single crochets wide. You could do like 10 or 15 rows of this and stop, and it would make a really cute coaster or a mug rug. Or you could keep going and make it really, really long, and it would make a really nice scarf. You can make lots of fun things with the single crochet. But for now, keep practicing. You're doing a great job, and I can't wait to see you in our next lesson.